So it is a well-known fact that we all go through tough times. Life sometimes just throws us a curveball and we don't know what to do. In this video, we're going to be exploring 3 things that you can do when life gets hard. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and also make sure you go and follow me on Instagram, where I also post motivational reels and other motivational content. Let's go. Welcome back to IT Global, your favorite source of self-improvement and motivational content. Now, the first thing that I usually do when I'm stuck in a rut and when things get hard is I take a step back. What do I mean by taking a step back? I mean completely reevaluating you and reassessing your current situation. Is what you're doing and what you're implementing currently taking you a step to one step closer towards your goals? And by chances are that the answer will be no if you're watching this video, because you are stuck in a rut. You've been doing the same thing over and over and over. You've been getting frustrated because you're not achieving the goal you want to achieve. It is time to take a step back. Take a breath and take a step back. This will help you to not only reassess your situation, but will help you to devise a better strategy and a better plan in order for you to be more effective and more efficient in the near future. Now, how long does this step back phase need to be?
I don't know.
There's no definite answer. It depends from person to person, but usually a few days, a day or two is usually enough to reevaluate your situation and to take a breather from the rut you're currently stuck in. So number one, probably the most important step when things get hard, is take a step back, take a breath, reevaluate. Right, so after you've taken a step back, it is time to reassess or reevaluate your current situation. If we're talking about achieving goals, it's time to reevaluate and revisit the strategy you've been using, the time frame you've been giving yourself, the efficiency which you've been working with. Has it been efficient enough? Have you been utilizing your time correctly? If the answer is no, it is time to kind of restructure that whole narrative. Let's say, for example, you've given yourself 6 months to build an online business. Now it is month 5 and that online business is still not up and running. It's still, making losses. It's still not out there. People don't know about it. Now you need to go and revisit your whole business plan. Have you given yourself adequate time to plan for expenses, for advertising, for product development, for the development of your services? Have you given yourself ample time? And often when you reflect on these things, often not, you've given yourself, people are over optimistic in the beginning and they tend to really put themselves under pressure. Now you really evaluate that plan and you, for example, say, okay, I'll give myself another 6 months to get to that point. And by doing that, you give yourself more time to properly put things in place, and you have a less chance of failing in the future. This is just a simple example that I'm using, right? But it's like, not only in terms of business, if your current friendships or relationship is not where you want it to be, give it more time. Work on the things that should be worked on. Fix the mistakes you are making. Help the other person to fix their mistakes, and then you can move forward into the future. So reassessing and reevaluating your plan is never a bad thing. In fact, it's always a good thing, because, as I said in the beginning, people tend to put themselves under too much pressure, tend to be a little bit too over optimistic, and they end up disappointed. Okay, so we've taken a step back. We've reevaluated our situation. Now, lastly, I'd like to talk about devising a stepwise plan. Now, what does this entail? As I said with the whole online business example, this entails looking at your current measures and your current strategies and really taking the time to see if they were effective or not. I used the example of the online business in which I said, okay, you didn't achieve your goal in 6 months. Give yourself another 6 months. But what are you going to do in those following 6 months that's going to be better than what you did the previous 6 months? Are you going to manage your time better? And how are you going to do that? Are you going to set up a schedule for yourself? Are you going to set up notifications on your phone to remind you of important things? Are you going to have a calendar pasted against your wall where you mark? So these are all simple methods, but what are you going to do differently that you did not do the last time? Because if you keep on doing what you were doing, you're going to keep on getting what you were getting. something like that.
What do you mean by that?
Anyway, what are you going to be doing differently? And this is where this stepwise plan comes in. You need to reevaluate every single aspect of what you've been doing, your time management, your organization, the resources you've been using, how efficiently you've been using those resources. Everything kind of goes together in that pot of progress and success. And if one ingredient is off in that pot, success is never ever going to be truly optimal. So make sure you devise a stepwise plan. I recommend doing this in the form of just writing it down on a piece of paper, just typing it out for yourself. It's tangible, something that you can see, that you can read, and that you can reaffirm to yourself, okay, this is what I'm going to do today. This is what I'm going to do tomorrow. If this goes wrong, I'll do this, and you set up that stepwise plan or strategy that will help you improve on the mistakes you've made. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more content like this, please make sure to leave your recommendations in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.